What's up, goats? Now I know, you don't even gotta say it. 2 videos in 1 week. What is it, Christmas? Yes it is. I know one of my loyal fans had a video for me on their list, so here we go. Today we're gonna be talking about the Black Ops 6 campaign, and holy shit, I've been waiting 4 years. 4 long years for another Treyarch game, and they did not disappoint. This might be one of my favorite campaigns in the entire COD franchise, which might be a hot take considering this campaign is unlike any other COD campaign. As someone who has played every single COD campaign, I was just looking for something new and fresh, something which Treyarch delivers with this game. And I'm not saying it's perfect, it's definitely got some flaws. What are the flaws, you ask? Well, let's find out. I also forgot to mention this was the first game I streamed on my Twitch, and I've been streaming almost daily on there, so if you're into live streams or you just want to come in and yell at me for not making videos, the link is in the description, so go follow it, you goats.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate.
This game starts with the TV show style intro. It reminds me of the Battlefield Hardline campaign. It shows the characters. You got Troy Marshall, the straight-laced leader of a CIA squad, Jane Harrow, who is one of Troy's most trusted allies, Savati Dumas, whose name looks like dumbass, Felix Newman, who looks like PewDiePie,
What a fucking...
and last but not least, Frank motherfucking Woods, who we see is in a wheelchair. So this is after he got shit on by Menendez and killed Mason. During a cutscene, it seems that Troy, Woods, and Harrow are getting chewed out by this dude named Livingston. He's the head of the CIA. He's asking about a failed op that went on, and mentions a group named Pantheon. Then Livingston asks Troy to tell the story again. This mission takes place in Iraq during Operation Desert Storm, which was a real war between the United States and Iraq, or more specifically, Iraq's leader, Saddam Hussein. You play as someone named William Cauldron, aka Case. He's a silent protagonist, but we will see his backstory a little later on. Your mission is to capture this dude named Alawi for the CIA. Luckily, the convoy he was in was bombed to fucking smithereens, so once you pull up, it's light work. You drop any survivors you see, and this is when the game introduces the Omni movement, which allows you to sprint, slide, and dive in any direction. It's pretty gimmicky and not very useful in my opinion. You reach the last car and... Damn, why you jump out like Foxy? You see choppers, and Alawi says they're Pantheon, so you move out. We get some backstory of Pantheon, who are a multinational, heavily armed paramilitary force that just showed up out of the blue. To me, that kind of seems like lazy writing, just how they pop up, but it's whatever. Alawi says fuck going with Pantheon, so Troy gives him a gat. This is when the equipment wheel pops up, which you can hold a bunch of different shit, including an RCXD.
That's our opening!
After killing a ton of guys, you head into the desert and start fighting in the canyons. You reach the end and slide down to exfil.
Stop! I think we're good.
Everyone all right?
Is this your... No!
Adler!
Stand down!
What the fuck? Adler just shows up out of nowhere and shits on your guy like that. Yo, why did Jane only sound like she was mildly annoyed by that?
Adler!
Marshall tells us that Adler is a traitor to the CIA and has been on the run for 10 months. But then Adler says the CIA is compromised and he was set up. Obviously, we don't know which one's which and they don't trust him. Then Adler passes a coded message to Woods.
Bishop takes Rook.
You hop in the Jeep and have to take down a Pantheon chopper.
Shut your bitch ass up, Troy.
The mission ends with a cutscene where Livingston says it was Adler that betrayed the CIA and sold out Woods, Mason, and Hudson in Panama back in BO2. Marshall and Woods get suspended, and we get a hint that Jane and Troy used to date or something. I'll give that mission an 8 out of 10. It was a really good opening mission, setting up a bunch of questions for the story to answer, and it was a pretty good classic COD mission. This mission begins in the Rook, which is a safe house the crew moved to. It's also the place Adler told the Woods in the code phrase. This place acts as a hub between the missions, Here you can interact with the characters, upgrade your gear, and even find little Easter eggs. Since it's the hub, I'll just rate it as a part of the mission. The actual mission has you working with Sev, who is part of a group called the Guild, which is a criminal organization in the made-up country of Avalon. You're helping Sev assassinate this dude, who is part of the Guild. Then you're kinda just set loose, which I really like. You can pretty much play the mission any way you want, which is also true for the other missions in this game. I head into this room and find a bed. Just call me Barry Bonds, bitch. After sneaking, or in my way, killing your way to the bell tower, you set up for the kill. You see that the dude is talking to someone from Pantheon, and as Sev says,
So the Pantheon and the CIA are connected somehow.
then you take the shot. Damn, that was pretty clean. Now we just dive 20 stories into the water. Fucking beast. Well, the goons know you're there now, so you make your way back to the van. One of my favorite parts of the game are the executions. Like, just look at this. Fucking brutal, man. You hop in the van and Sev tells you that the guild leaders are holding a meeting and she wants to kill them all. Now Sev's plan is to have you get captured by the guild, so you pick your guns and hop out of the van. Now there's a couple different ways to get into the restaurant, but I decide to stealth my way there while shitting on bitches.
Oh my god, that was a fucking brutal animation. Jesus.
You reach the room and the alarm goes off. Thankfully, Sev comes in clutch and takes the guard's place. Once in the room, this Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker is talking to Pantheon, who somehow know you.
Get that. You're a long way from home, Case. This man is extremely dangerous. Kill him immediately.
Aminado.
Yo, how 3 guys miss all those shots? Come on, bro. You start chasing Jabba and start fighting in this market. This is where they introduce the armored enemies, which are kind of annoying, but it's fine since not every damn enemy has armor, like the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. You kill this bald head ass boy and shoot Jabba's car.
Damn.
Then the mission ends. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I like how they had you doing different things and it's just not mow down 300 guys. It seems like they really thought about the gameplay this time around.
Camera actually works.
Sometimes I surprise even myself.
This mission, you're sneaking into a gala to break Adler out of the underground facility below it. Back at the Rook, you meet another member of the team, and this time it's PewDiePie, but his actual name is Felix. Wait, isn't PewDiePie's name Felix too? What the fuck? You enter the gala, and Harrow is there. She gives you a warning that the CIA is looking for you. You then sit down with Sev and take a picture of Bill Clinton, but actually you want the guy standing next to him. You need a retinal scan from him to enter the bunker where they're holding Adler. Thankfully, PewDiePie modded your camera and installed a retinal scanner for you. You get a map of the gala and get multiple different approaches to the mission. I decide to go talk to the senator's wife. She says bro's having an affair, so you go and stalk the chick he's sleeping with. You see her plan is to blackmail the senator with a sex tape, which this guy has in his car. You go gadget pickpocket this fucker and head outside to grab the sex tape.
Hey, what the hell are you doing in my car?
Hey, I see ya.
Yo, nice one, dude. You head back in and let the wife know that you know that the senator is having an affair. You then see the wife confront this bitch, but it was kind of unsatisfying. She just gets yelled at and gets dragged off. Like, let me get a slap in there or something. Since you did the wife a favor, you can now take a picture of this motherfucker's eyeball. Now you have to head to the roof.
They were on a killing spree. They absolutely tore through the Raiders. No joke. But man, the Giants...
Why? Damn, bruh. Even in COD, the Raiders suck ass. After sneaking your way across the roof, you almost get caught until...
Do we have a problem here?
Sir, I just found...
Why don't you just let us... That's one hell of a hit.
You gear up and start sliding down the elevator shaft.
Remember, clean and quiet, no one gets hurt.
Shut your bitch ass up, Troy.
You sneak into the vault and see that shit's just all fucked up thanks to Pantheon. Now here you can go either way, but I decide to stealth my way through the first area. You reach a locked door and have to use a black light to solve the code. It's a pretty fun little puzzle. You climb a ladder and shit on these guys from the ceiling. You clear the area and reach Adler's cell.
Easy, Adler. We're here to help.
Guess Wood's got my message.
The old man says you're worth it. Better be right.
Yo, dead ass the best character in the game. And he even picks up his glasses too. This man's the GOAT. You start making your escape when a Pantheon elite blocks you. These elites are just armored enemies that have an ability. Like this one throws shock charges everywhere. You finally reach the elevator and...
Out of my way. Take cover.
Well, that's not good. Now you have to start fighting this jug. Marshall boosts you up and you start zipping up the shaft.
Look out!
You run into another elite, but this one throws a bunch of RCXDs at you. Kind of annoying, so... You now have to squeeze through here, and this is like one of the only games where that shit actually looks tough to squeeze through. You reach the main hall of the gala and start fighting. Once you reach the other end of the hall, Marshall says fuck it and hops on the bike.
Get ready!
Yo, this shit is sick as fuck. After riding on the bike for a bit, you jump to the van. Then the mission ends. That mission gets to this game its first 10 out of 10. It actually looks like something they put a lot of time and effort into developing. It's like that one mission from Cold War, but expanded and pretty much better in every single way.
The SAS want these scuds destroyed as much as you want that palace. We think the Iraqis could start launching at any time.
Local Troop 1, let's smash those launchers. Moving to flank the first site. All right, pal. Keep those Yanks of yours on a tight leash.
This mission takes place in an Iraq desert. Your mission is to clear scud launchers for the SAS. We also learned from Adler back at the Rook that Pantheon sent a WMD to a palace in Iraq. So that's your main goal. You also get reintroduced to Helen Park from Cold War. I guess Lazar dying is canon. Yo, rip my boy Lazar. You pull up to the first launcher and fight your way through this cool cave. You shit on some Iraqis, then chuck a C4 at the launcher. Then this is where shit gets pretty cool. Park hands you a tac map which has multiple different points of interest on it. Yep, this mission is open world. And not like shitty Modern Warfare 3's open world, it's actually open world. You get in your Jeep and you can drive to anywhere on the map. Most of these POIs don't give you much, maybe some supplies, but sometimes you get kill streaks that recharge over time. So that's a W. Like this POI is a downed American chopper, so you have to clear the area and then protect the crew. You get a Predator missile for your trouble. Are you fucking serious? Anyway, there's 3 more scud launchers you have to take out. One's hidden in the mountains. One's in this oasis area. And one is up on these ruins. After those 3 are taken down, the mission ends with you heading towards the palace, where the WMD is. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It really reminds me of that one Battlefield Bad Company 2 mission. Go watch my video if you don't remember. But you're out in the desert just like this one. My only complaint is there's not much variety in the objectives. You pretty much are just shooting bitches the whole time. But, I mean, it is a war zone, so that checks out, I guess.
Set. Palace gate's just ahead. Look alive, people. They know we're coming. Fire at will.
Taking place right after the last one, you and your squad are pulling up to the palace and just start shitting on everyone. There are so many fucking enemies here, holy shit. You fight through the palace and on the other side, you meet a new elite. This one has gas that is also really fucking annoying, so you head down into this bunker and shit on the Pantheon there. Then Marshall starts hacking the door. You head down the stairs and find a room. Inside has a case with something called the Cradle in it, and that shit does not look good. Adler then says the Cradle program is headed by someone named Gusev. Then he says that he knows the facility where it was developed and that it's American made. Whoopsie. The SAS start bombing the palace, so now you need to reach the exfil. You head to the roof and start clearing it. Now you need to defend the area until the chopper gets here. It's pretty cool because you can just use the stuff you got from the last mission, like the Predator missile. After defending for a few minutes, you hop into the chopper and the mission ends. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was pretty short and not much happened other than kill a bunch of dudes, but the Cradle looks pretty cool. Anything but missiles at this point, bruh.
Seb, how's it going on your side?
Still looking for a way in. The north doors are totally sealed. You?
Case and I are in South Gate utility entrance. Looks like someone's been through here recently. Used the freight elevator. Chains broken. Alright, mask on.
This mission, you're investigating that facility Adler was talking about. Marshall goes through this elevator, and then you follow him until...
Hey, stop!
Hang on, I've got... Hey!
Yo, Marshall's dead ass could have saved me there, but he's slow as shit. With your mask broken, you're exposed to the Cradle. You start tripping balls and have to find something to open this door.
Ah! What the fuck? What's that noise, bitch? What's that noise?
You open the door and reach the main floor and see that the elevator is locked. Oh, and the mannequins turn to zombies now and start attacking you. So that's fun. The phone starts ringing and you pick it up.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick.
You see there's 4 key cards you need, so you grab a map and see there are 4 areas. In the yellow area, the voice tells you that Case experienced the Cradle 10 years ago. That's a bit weird. You hack this computer and the room starts lowering. You then spot the key card, and on the table you find a grappling hook. Okay, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? Then they want me to fight this thing with just a fucking hatchet, and I die to the lift crushing me. What? Eventually you find guns and shit on the director. It only has a few attacks like a laser beam and a charging attack. It's a pretty cool boss fight though. After you grab the key card, you grapple up, and the voice tells you that the Cradle was designed to create super soldiers. So Case is legit Captain America. In the green area, you see the key card behind a locked door, so you have to go and collect files. But after you pick up one, the mannequins start moving again. After the last folder, you have to start shooting them. It's pretty heavily implied that Case just ended up murdering everyone that worked here, since they were complicit in the experiment. Once you put the last folder in, you get jump scared. Now you gotta chase the red mannequin everywhere. You can grapple him and see damage appear. You do that 3 times and...
He's a monster.
I really don't understand what Treyarch's obsession with the Manglers is, but they're deadass everywhere since Gorod Krovi came out. You grab the key card and the voice tells you that the Pantheon was a CIA branch that was super secret. You reach the main area again and head to the red area. You then see that there's a bathysphere with a Mangler in it and the key card. You have to drain the water, so you swim through and shut off 3 levers. You get back and grab the key card. I mean, it's another Mangler fight, so you kill it and grab the key card. You reach the final area and see the key card. That's bullshit, man. I gave that thing a good smack. Now you have to kill this mimic.
$5.
It's not too hard since you can use the grapple hook to get some space. After you kill it and grab the card, you insert all 4 and the elevator starts working. You then start hallucinating.
Remember your training, Case 1. You can never speak of the Cradle program or the Pantheon division. Never. Doing so could have unpredictable consequences.
Well, shit. Now you have to kill whatever the fuck this thing is. Oh, and the zombies are now turning into your friends, so That's nice. After killing the executive director, you think zombies are eating you, but it's actually Sev and Marshall trying to wake you up. Then the mission ends with them finding a disc. On it is a video of the Cradle experiments dated a year ago. Well, it turns out Harrow is a bad guy now, so fuck that bitch. I'll give that mission a 10 out of 10. It was super unique, and it was low-key a horror game for a bit, with the mannequins jumping at you all the time.
Wood, you ready? Good on my end. Just waiting on Case. You?
All set.
This mission, you are robbing a casino that Pantheon is laundering its money through. More specifically, you are robbing whatever they have in a safety deposit box that PewDiePie found from that video. Playing as Marshall first, you have to win a high-stakes poker game to get to the high roller room. So you sit at the table with this asshole. Then it swaps to Case's POV underground. Man, why does Case always get the shit jobs? You have to shut down 3 electrical boxes. I sneaked to the first 2 of them, but then I felt this claw hammer and things got pretty messy. Now, as part of the plan, you have to get captured, which is just through this door.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like a little sewer rat. Let's talk. In private.
Damn, why Case always getting the shit beat out of him? Switching back to Marshall's POV, you play the game and seem to have him beat until the last card, where he gets a straight. So, fuck it, I'm cheating.
Please, let me help.
What are you doing?
I'm terribly
Stop.
sorry.
You're making it worse. Just leave me alone, huh?
Yo, that guy definitely fucking saw. Look at his face, man. He saw that shit.
All in. Gentlemen, showdown please. Full house.
What?
Sevens full of jacks. Signor Marshall wins.
How did this happen? Yeah.
Good game.
Now that you have the key, you head to the high roller lounge and sabotage these slot machines. PewDiePie comes out, and yo, why'd they make Marshall steal it? That's fucking racist. With the stolen key card, and now playing as PewDiePie, you have to reprogram it. You have to stealth around the guards, because if you get caught, the mission fails. After hacking this computer and running back to the main floor, you meet with Sev and give her the key, and swap to her POV, where she uses the key to get downstairs. Down here, you shit on a couple guards and start loading a bunch of weapons to this cart. You push the cart to the vault and plant some C4 on that bitch. Now you have to defend the area for a few minutes. I go to throw a homing knife, but this dumbass Marshall steps in front of me at the worst time possible. Like, look at that shit. Swapping to Case's POV, he's getting his ass beat as usual, but he actually unlocks his cuffs like a beast and kills this dude. You head into the vault and lockpick the box and grab the shit inside. You meet up with your squad and head to the main floor. After killing a bunch of goons, you head back down into the basement and take a speedboat for the getaway. Then the mission ends. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, you're robbing a casino, which is unique as fuck for COD. And it was cool seeing all the different POVs in the same time.
Eagle 2, breaking formation.
5-6 out. That tank line should keep the Iraqis busy enough for you to slip in behind.
This mission takes place in Kuwait, where Gusev is, so Adler calls up an old friend to help out, and it's Sims. And he instantly gives Adler an aura lob.
Figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil. How's he look?
Since Sims is a captain now in the army, you have to do things off the record, so it's just you, Adler, and Sims hunting Gusev down. You start shitting on dudes outside the airport. Once that's clear, you head inside, and Sims wants to sneak around, but...
Sneak past, no time for that.
Yo, that's why Adler's my goat, man. He hates stealth missions too. This mission is more of a classic action-packed COD campaign mission. After fighting through the entire airport, you reach the plane Gusev is taking, and he's not here. He's actually taking a plane across the entire fucking airport, so...
How about now? Tarmac or we lose Gusev? We're sitting ducks if we stay. I hate it when he's right.
You hop out and start moving across the tarmac. Then you see a motherfucking tank, so you hop in it. It turns into a tank mission, but it's not that bad since you're indestructible and it's pretty fast too. You head through the airport and shit on Goose's plane.
Fuck that guy! Target hit. Plane is ground. We gotta go. Come on.
You start torturing him until he gives you the location of the cradle, and it's in fucking Vorkuta.
You can dispose of him now.
What? No!
No! He told us what he knows.
Getting soft in your old age, huh, Sims?
You've got your ways and I've got mine.
Then the mission ends. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's nice having an action mission between all the stealth missions, and the tank part wasn't too bad. It was kind of short though.
Heavy military presence. Looks entirely Pantheon.
Can you get in?
Inside the perimeter already. Now I just need to dress the part.
This mission you play as Sev and are infiltrating Vorkuta deep undercover. You know that shitty mission with Laswell from the Modern Warfare 3 campaign? Yeah, well basically this is the same mission but like 1,000 times better. You get to spot a radar dish, a SAM turret, and a helicopter, all of which you need to disable. And each have a few ways of doing it. For the radar dish, I convinced the guard to shut down the dish when I say by choosing the right dialogue options. I do the same thing with the SAM turret operator, but I fuck up the choice, so I'm just gonna do it myself. Doing it yourself also allows the SAM turret to take out its own chopper when it takes off. So yeah, 2 for 1, baby. Now you have to gain access to the security cams to locate the cradle. Once you do, you see Jane underground, and they've already moved it. So now all you have to do is capture Harrow. Swapping to Case's POV, you and the rest of the squad start assaulting the base. So you get to shit on things with the minigun, which is pretty fun. You rappel down and start fighting. And this is the same area from Black Ops 1, which is pretty cool. Look at this, same fucking hallway. Same hallway. You fight outside until you get to this door that leads to a mine. And the mine leads to an underground lab. That's where you meet another elite type enemy. This one just has a shotgun, so you know the drill. You fight through the facility, and look at this fucker try to run from me. Kill his bitch ass. There's 2 paths, so you split up. Thankfully, I picked up this minigun, so I just shit on everyone in this tunnel. You reach this ladder and climb up.
You see him? Bumping into each other, don't we, Case?
Jane then does the cliche villain thing where they talk to you for like 25 minutes instead of just killing you, and she gets captured for it. Then the mission ends. I give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's the weakest of the open missions like that, but it was cool seeing Vorkuta again. Get it? Cool because it's snow.
They're wasting their time in there. She's not going to give anything up.
This mission and the next one are kind of like intertwined, so I'm just going to rate them as one mission. And it's going to be a long one. So now with Harrow captured, the interrogation has led nowhere. So Adler pulls a trick out of his sleeve, a drug called separation. I don't know if it's the same drug as the one he gave Bell from Cold War, but probably not since that one was inserted in the eye instead of the neck. You then swap to Jane's POV, or more like inside Jane's mind. You walk into this house that Jane says is hers. You see Harrow as a little girl, and she's scared of the mirror. Now you start remembering what happened to Jane as a kid. Mommy! Mommy seems to be in a gunfight, so she tells you to hide under the bed. Then Jane starts having a schizo episode, and the mirror breaks into 3 pieces. Now this part is kinda lame. You have to collect those 3 pieces. The first piece is trapped behind a scavenger hunt. Maybe it's just me, but I don't really care about Jane's backstory at all. And to be honest, I kinda forgot she was even in the game, because she was only in like 2 missions. Anyways, you get the code by counting trophies and subtracting the badges, counting the members of a tea party, and seeing the highest score on a test. You get the shard and place it at the mirror. Harrow then remembers more of that night. Of course, the bitch-ass little kid doesn't stay under the bed like Mom told her to.
Jay, no, go.
Yo, good job, you got your mama killed, bruh. Daddy then comes to the rescue and puts us in the closet. It then cuts to Harrow taking the cradle. Then it puts you in the cradle lab. You see the shard, but the shit breaks under you and you fall. You have to turn on 4 generators to activate the lift, all while being attacked by zombies in pretty much pitch fucking black. After turning them all on, you have to activate the lift and grab the shard. After placing it, you see Daddy get shit on.
Wait. Wait!
Page, I read about did you say want?
As we see him get shit on, it swaps to Case's POV, and Pantheon is here, so you have to defend the house. You head out front and spend a few minutes defending. Cutting back to Harrow, she reveals that once she got to the CIA, her parents, who were also a part of the CIA, had their files scrubbed and were missing. The weirdo bitch Harrow, Spartan kicks you like a mile away. Now you have to parkour your way through this course, but you only have 30 seconds to do it. Once the timer expires, you get sent back to the beginning. Fortunately, you got a grappling hook, so it's easy getting to the end. Harrow then remembers what she found in her office. Pantheon left her a file that has the CIA assassinating her parents.
Negative. We're done here.
And it was actually Adler who killed them. Then the bitchy Harrow says her plan is to blame Livingston for the Cradle attack and take over, which means Pantheon will control the CIA. Then Harrow starts trying to remember, and she says it wasn't Adler, but in my mind it was, because that makes Adler that much more cooler. Bitch Harrow attacks you, and then you start getting attacked by a bunch of fucking zombie Janes. What the fuck is even happening right now? After defending this area and dying to bullshit a few times, I eventually get the shard, and Harrow struggles to put it back, but eventually does. Back as Case, you have to defend the backyard now. After a few minutes, you head down to the shed with Adler and set up the sentry guns. Eventually, you head inside and start shitting on guys in there. Once the house is clear, you head back out front and start pushing up the road till you reach this bridge. Now you have to defend PewDiePie till he plants some C4 on the bridge.
What a fucking...
He gets hit, so I sacrifice my life for PewDiePie.
There's no time! We must blow the bridge now! They'll need more than that!
Back to Harrow's POV, you have to clear this hotel or restaurant or whatever. You interact with a mirror and get teleported to hanging off this chopper, shooting a bunch of Harrows jumping at you. This part is just fucking insane, so I'm gonna just let it play it out. Yeah, that was pretty sick, but in reality, Harrow says the Cradle is in Washington, D.C., under the Capitol building. Woods tells Marshall, and Marshall tells Livingston, but then Pantheon busts in. Yo, W Woods for shitting on a few. Harrow stabs Woods, and you swap to Case's POV. Now you're assaulting the house, which includes killing these shitty ass fucking shield enemies. Thank God these are only in the game for like 10 seconds, because if this was in the entire game, it would have been terrible. In the house, Adler tends to Woods, so Marshall and Case head for Harrow's chopper.
Got her in my sights! Can't let it get away. It's up to you.
You start sprinting down towards the chopper and jump on. You shit on one guy, but Harrow kicks your face. You do some sneaky shit and shit on the other dude.
God's sake. I shouldn't have protected any of you. I pushed Livingston for your suspension. I wanted you out of the way. Damn it.
You wake up, and Harrow starts shitting on you. Yo, why the fuck Case always getting beat on, bruh? Well, not this time, bitch. The Cradle takes control of you, and you start killing Jane. It's implied that Jane dies and Case lives since Marshall is talking to him. And in the ending cutscene, you can maybe see Case in the background, but I don't know. Anyways, the game ends with Livingston asking for Woods and Marshall's help, and then the game ends. I'll give that mission a 7 out of 10. In my opinion, I didn't really care about Hera at all, so all of her backstory was kind of forced into the plot. And I don't really like how they left the ending showing this dude that no one knows for like 5 seconds, but that mission was really unique and crazy as hell. Well, that was the Black Ops 6 campaign, and in my opinion, it exceeded my expectations. All I really wanted was a fun Black Ops game, and that's what we got. I love the multiple choice mission design. That's something that every COD should have now and expand upon in the future. I also liked how much variety there were in the missions, like robbing a casino, going undercover in a gala, and whatever the fuck that last mission was. They all had very unique things about them which made them very memorable. I'll give this campaign an 8.5 out of 10. It is really fun and the best campaign we've had in a while. Now the multiplayer. If you want more on what makes the multiplayer good, you can check out my video right here. But I enjoy it for the most part. Yeah, there's still the SPMM issues and the maps were fucking designed by a blind masturbating monkey. But the gunplay, movement, and progression are all better than the last 5 years of COD. Now I haven't played the zombies much, but the 3 maps we have already are really solid. I'm a little disappointed by how much it's like Cold War, since I'm not a big fan of Cold War zombies, but this pretty much improves upon every aspect of it. So guys, that was the Black Ops 6 campaign. I totally recommend you give this a try. Like I said, it's one of the best campaigns we've had in a long time. But if you already played it, leave your opinion in the comments below. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing. The next review I plan on doing is of Silent Hill 2 Remake. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.